So good to have each and every one of us tonight. So, Royal Man, how are you? You're the first in the house today. Isn't that amazing? We're going to be starting shortly. We started the 12 days. This is day one. Hey, Royal Man, how are you? Thank you for always coming to this live and everyone getting your daily at me. Awesome. Perfect, perfect. And that's how it's been done. Get your daily at me. Tap out the life. How have you been? How have you all been doing? So good to have everyone. So we started the day one. Today is the day one of the Financial Freedom Challenge. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. How many of us have seen the challenge for the day? If you have not seen it, we're going to be talking about it. Then you would be taking the challenge right after. How are you all doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So let's tap out the live. Welcome in. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm Doctor Business and Technology, helping professionals turn their income into real wealth. So good to have each and every one of us today. And what are we talking about? We're talking about stop saving. What does that mean? Okay. In this community, one thing that you would know is stop saving, right? What do you do instead? Start investing. What do you invest in? ETF, real estate, businesses, gain the status. If that's what you're looking for, then you're in the you're in the right place. And of course, financial freedom. And you're wondering, what is this rule? That's because today's challenge is get understanding your financial, understanding your goals. Your goals. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Because in the next 12 days, it's going to be one goal, okay? 12 days of we achieving, and one day, one goal, right? But 12 days of taking actions that are going to lead us to that goal, which is financial freedom. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. We'll get the class started as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. So get your daily at me. If you're new here, click on that follow button. So good to meet each and every one of you. Awesome, awesome. And let me get the charger. Perfect, perfect. Awesome. Great, great. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Thank you all for who enjoyed the family and finance yesterday. We had family and finance night yesterday. If you enjoyed that, put that in the comment. If you're new, welcome in. This is the $1 Million League. This is a community of millionaires, people that are aspiring to become millionaires, or they're already millionaires and they're working towards becoming a multi-millionaire. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you click on that follow button. Thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live. So 5 things that we typically would do here, right? Which is going to be different from other live. Royal Man is just killing it, tapping up that live. Thank you so much. He's holding down the fort. He's saying that today, I'm going to get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And everyone that is here tapping out the live, really, really appreciate everyone. Welcome in. One other thing, so one of the things that we do when we get here is we tap out. If you're new, you wait 1 to 2 minutes because you want to see if this is what you're looking for, okay? Because if you're, what does not saving, what does it mean? What does if you stop saving, what should you be doing, right? So you start investing. What should you invest in? ETF, right? Real estate, businesses. What does millionaire status mean to you? What does financial freedom mean to you? What does even wealth mean, right? Because there are at least five types of wealth, right? There's the money wealth, there's the peace wealth, there's the time wealth, there's the health wealth, and of course, there's the social wealth, okay? So whenever we talk about wealth here, is 5 things. So one of the things that you see that's going to be different from every other life is we're going to start the class as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. 5,000 taps, we get the class started. And of course, also the shares. Press my forehead. How do you tap? Just tap the screen. Tap the screen non-stop. Okay, that is you tapping out the live. The other thing is you share out the live. Press my forehead on the screen. That's the only time you're allowed to do that. Right, you press my forehead on the screen and you're going to share. It shows that you value others because we're doing a financial freedom journey, financial freedom drive, and when you share it with others, it shows that you are helping others as well to gain financial knowledge. So ultimately, what we're doing here is financial literacy, financial education, to help as many people gain financial freedom so that we can actually reduce poverty and thereby reduce crime. That's exactly what we're doing all through this July. Oh boy, welcome in. Slick Chick, welcome in. Grand Mattia, welcome in. Amos, welcome in. Right? So tap out that live. Wait 2 minutes. If it looks like what you're looking for, click on that follow button. The other thing that we do here is a two-way transaction, right? Two-way discussion. I'm going to ask questions the time you respond, you engage and respond. Hi, Solo Broker. So good to have you. Welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome in. I'm just seeing a lot of people today. Royal Man, first is Royal Man, now is Solo Broker, then is Nunu. And yeah, that is great. Let's keep tapping out the live. Once we get to 5,000 tap, we get it started. And we officially started, kicked off today. Today, the 12 days of financial freedom challenge. 12 days of financial freedom challenge. And for those on the YouTube, how are you doing? So good to have you. So good to have you. Yeah, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Indicate where you're connecting from. If you are new here, indicate where you're connecting from. Sancho, Royal Man. I know Royal Man is not new. Right? Yeah, indicate where you're connecting from. Okay? Indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in United States. If you're, in case you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, and deep learning, and also my day job, vice president of technology. And that's because I have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information technology. However, you're wondering, how does it relate to finance? That's because I am also an economist and a chartered accountant. And it's that knowledge that I'm teaching right here, helping as many people to gain financial freedom. But it's not even the knowledge of the books, it's more of the knowledge of experience, because I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So it tells you that I've been investing in real estate, but not that alone. I've also been investing in ETF after my experience of losing $99,000 in the stock market. And then I started investing the way multimillionaires, how they invest, and that has helped me to build hundreds of thousands of dollars when it comes to the stock market. The other thing is that businesses is another strategy that you want to have, because ultimately it's about diversification, putting your money in multiple places so that you can get to build wealth. And we are on a financial freedom journey all through this July, helping as many people to gain financial freedom, gaining knowledge, gaining financial education towards gaining financial freedom. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you click on that follow button, click on the subscribe button on the YouTube side, click on the follow button on the TikTok side. If you have not done that, make sure you do that. Let's keep tapping out the live. We'll get to, as soon as we get to 5,000 taps, we get started. But while we're at it, one of the things that I always say is, a lot of times, guess what? They teach us one thing: go to school, get a job. Hey, London, how are you? Welcome in. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't done that. Yeah, one of the things that I realized, Amada, welcome. Chennai, welcome. Bolake, welcome. Shop with Tina, welcome in, welcome. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get to, oh, Christian Will, how are you on the YouTube side? So good to have you. Good to see you. Awesome. How are you? I'm fine. How about you? Okay. Let me also know where you're connecting from. We've had 62 countries represented here in 13 days. Or is it day 14? Today is day 14. Obi, how are you? Welcome back again. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Tinye and everyone joining, welcome in. Sorry, welcome in. As soon as we get to 5,000 time, we get the class started. And today it's about, day one. Today is day one of the financial freedom challenge, right? The 12 days financial freedom challenge. So we're going to be talking about the challenge for today, okay? The rule of 25. You've heard about the rule of 72. Today we're going to be talking about the rule of 25, and we're going to be calculating your numbers so that you will understand what is in your own numbers. So let's keep tapping out the live. Once we get to 5,000 taps, we'll get it started. Once we get to 5,000 taps, the quicker we get to 5,000, we have a lot of things to cover, right? And all through this journey as well, it's always about execution. Get your pen and paper ready. Get your book ready. As a matter of fact, I would recommend that you get a fresh notebook I'm contacting from Ghana. Hospital is okay. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Ghana is already represented there. Country number 5. Josh Bingi, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's keep tapping out the live, right? Let's keep tapping out the live. As soon as we get to 5,000 tap, we get it started. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome in. Awesome. Faith Mozu, user Leah, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Drop where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in United States. It will be so good to meet each and every one of us. So one of the things that I can tell you is, and while we do this, King, the latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Yeah, welcome in. For if you're new here, make sure you click on that. For you are in Texas too, Obi, that's amazing. That is great. Awesome, awesome. Drop where you're all connecting from, because we've had 62 countries in 13 days, or today is day 14, right? 62 countries. What was the not Bahamas? I'll just remember the country, right? It's one of the South American countries. Yeah, was country number 62. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Welcome in. So one of the things, whenever we say stop saving, let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 5,000. Thank you all for tapping it to 5,000 taps. Once we get to 5,000, we get it. Today's class started. But in the interim, whenever we say we should stop saving, what does this mean? What does stop saving mean? Right? Because all that we were taught in our life is what? Go to school, get a job, work hard, and life is going to be beautiful, right? That's what we were taught. But all of a sudden, you're seeing somebody saying, stop saving. And I'm not the only one saying it. Call to Leave, Steve says the same thing. What's his name? Alex on a budget says the same thing. Dave Ramsey will tell you the same thing, right? Tony Robbins will tell you the same thing. All this, River Robots Kiyosaki will tell you the same thing. Stop saving. Why? Right? That's totally against what you already know. What we know was, right, we need to stop, we need to stop, we need to save, right? But when you save your money, you're not building wealth. Why? Because for you to build wealth, it has to do two things. One out of these two things. To build wealth, your money has to what? Number one, it has to do what? Either it has to grow, or it has to give you cash flow. He has to grow and he has to give it. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 5,000 taps. Let's give it so that we can start today's class. He has to grow your money, or he has to give you a cash flow, right? Most of the time, the standard is that he grows, that the minimum he has to grow. Not in all cases will he eat cash flow. Not in all cases will it cash flow. In some cases, it will not cash flow, but you're going to enjoy growth. So where do you put your money that it's going to grow? You put it in the stock market, right? When you put it in the stock market, it's going to grow. When you put it in real estate, it's going to grow. You put it in businesses, it's going to grow, right? Those are the three places where it's going to grow, right? But then you can also have it as cash flow. Right? On the cash flow, you see that on the cash flow, you have rental income. You have dividends from stocks or ETF. So those are the Lamin, welcome in. Steve Mother, welcome. Thank you all for tapping out the live. We're going to start today's the exact class for today as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. Thank you all for doing that. Thank you. And if you're new here, you'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Let's know where you're connecting from as well. We already have 62 countries in 13 days or 14 days. Grace, welcoming. Jaffma, welcoming. So cash flow, the rental income and the stock, right, will give you the dividends from ETF. Dividends ETF will give you something called dividends income. And this is the two things that help you grow your money. Because if you save it in the bank, all you are getting in the bank, and let's quickly talk about, while we are waiting, let's quickly talk about the rule of 72 before we go to rule of 25. If you're new, do we all know rule of 72? If you don't know rule of 72, put it in the comment. Just say rule of 72. Type rule of 72 in the comment. I do not know rule of 72. Type it in the comment. Just say rule of 72. Pat Anthony, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's also share. Let's press my forehead and share. All right, let's share. Press my forehead and share. This. Give me 1 second. Okay, thank you so much. Tolu's mom, how are you? You're back today. So good to have you. So, do you know, we all know the rule of 72. I do not know rule of 72. Put it in the comment section. I do not know the rule of 72. Put it in the comment section. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's press my forehead as well. Let's share. Let's share so that we can get, you know it. Yeah, I know. I know it's more of people that are new, right? I mean, there's nobody that's been here that, if except for those that are new, those are the people that would not know, right? Because I try to tell you this almost every, every 2 days, okay? Every 2 days, okay? So I do not know the rule of 72. Awesome. I guess that you're new, right? Tolu's mom, do you know the rule of 72? I do not know. Okay, perfect. Keep dropping it in. For those that said, are you, you're new here. You're just meeting me for the first time, right? You're just meeting me for the first time. So make sure click on that follow button if you haven't done that. For those that are saying that, because we probably, except that you are just joining today, uh, that's when you will not know the rule of 72. The rule of 72, and I would explain it using it to describe what I was saying earlier. When we say stop saving, the rule of 72 tells you how quickly your money doubles. Okay? And we're still trying to get to 5,000 taps so that we can start the challenge for the day, which is the rule of 25. Okay? Right? The challenge for today, that's what we're going to be starting shortly. So, rule of 72. What does rule of 72 mean? It simply means that how long it takes your money to double. So let's assume that you have $5,000. You want to turn it to $10,000. And I use dollars because, of course, I'm in the United States, okay? That's why I use dollars. So you can use this in your own country as well. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it. Thank you all for tapping out the live, okay? Let's also share. Let's repost, okay? All right. So $5,000 to $10,000. That's it. $5,000 to $10,000. How many years will it take? How many years and days and months will it take this 5,000 to become $10,000? That's what rule of 72 is. And the next question is, Dr. Lina, where is rule of 72 coming from? It's just like you asking me, what is the rule of physics? How did moon come to be? Or why is somebody black or why is somebody white? It's just this. It's just something called compounding. How long it takes your money to double. So go on Google, all right, and let me show you so that you will know that I did not create it. Okay, because if you have not heard it before, there's so many rules that a lot of people do not know. So this is the rule of 72. You can see it. It's the rule of 72. It tells you how to double your money with compound interest. What does this mean? And welcoming everyone. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. This is the $1 Million League. It's so good to have each and every one of you right here. Let's get tap out the live. Get your daily at me. Let's share out the live. Okay? Get your daily at me. Tap out the live. So you want to know how long it's going to take 5,000 to become $10,000. That's what we want to know. So what does that mean? It simply means that take number 72. So when I tell you to stop saving, take number 72 and divide it by the interest rate, and you get the number of years. That is the rule of 72. Okay, Zion, thank you so much for tapping out the live. So for those people that have money in the savings account, your bank, right? What interest do you get from your savings account? Some of us don't even know that you're getting any interest at all. You don't even know the interest. But for those that I know, put it in the comment section. You're new, what is the interest do you get in your savings account? For those that said I do not know the rule of 72, what interest do you get in your savings account? Put it in the comments, right? Okay. I think for those that are new, all right, for let's like I said, this is a different life, right? This is more like a class, not like this is not your regular life. So we do about about 4 to 5 things. Number one, right? When you come in here, wait 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You need to be able to. You should be able to know if this is what you are looking for. Maybe ETF, real estate, financial freedom, businesses, becoming a millionaire. Something captured your attention. That's why you stopped, right? Or it's just the rule of 72, or it's just a board, right? And that's what got your attention. And then if it looks like what you're looking for, click on that follow button. Wait 2 minutes, all right? Read what it's on the board. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on the follow button so that we can welcome you to the $1,000,000 League. So if you have been sitting for 2 minutes, do that right away so we can welcome you to the $1,000,000 League. Number two, get your daily at me if you can. It costs you 1 penny, but of course you would get what's in return. You get 30 points in return. The other number three is you share out the live, okay? Press my forehead on the screen. Okay, that's the only time that you're allowed to do that. Press my forehead on the screen and share out the live to your loved one. Number four, all right, tap out the live. How do you do that? Just tap out the live non-stop. Tapping out the live, that's the next thing. Number five, get your pen and paper. This is not your regular life. People pay, we are on a financial freedom drive. So typically people pay thousands of dollars to actually learn what you're learning here for free. So get your pen and paper ready. And lastly, it's going to be a two-way conversation, okay? I'm going to ask questions. You're going to respond, okay? So let's try it. Can we try that? Right? You'll be sitting 2 minutes, pen and paper ready. Let's go, okay? Okay, are you tapping out the live? Okay, tap out the live. Share out the live. Let's repost. Let's do all of that right now. Get your daily at me. Okay, get your daily at me. And if you're new here, click on that follow button. Click on the follow. Wait 2 minutes. If it's something you're looking for, click on the follow button so that we can welcome you. And then we always start the class for the day as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. Reason why we always do that is by the time we get halfway, a lot of people are joining in at that time. And what happens? They will send us back and they will like, okay, Dr. Lina, can you repeat yourself? Can you replay? And I'm like, Dr. Lina is not AI. Neither am I pre-recorded. I am not. I am just real like you, real human. All right. So those are the things, right? That's why we ask that you tap out the live, share out the live. Can we all share out the live? Awesome. Dreams is here. Exactly. Felix, latest millionaire in town. And the other thing that you would see is that everyone that clicks on that follow button will welcome every person, because what you just signed up, when you click on that follow button, that's why I always say wait 2 minutes. When you click on that follow button, you're signing up that you are going to become a millionaire, right? Because this is the $1,000,000 League, okay? This is the community of millionaires. And these are people that are aspiring to become millionaires in dollars, or are already millionaires and trying to scale to become multi-millionaires. One of the things I want you to understand within this community, this is not get rich quick scheme. This is not about hypes. We are moderate risk investors. So you want to look at somebody like Warren Buffett. Go Google him and see how he invests, and you understand how we invest. We're not risk averse, okay? Otherwise, we'll all be doing savings. But instead of that, we are moderate risk investor. We're not high risk, okay? So we don't do things like IUL. We don't do all of those kind of things. We do things that's going to build generational wealth. That's going to get us financial freedom, right? That's why we're doing a financial freedom drive, as to get as many people to get financial education. So we were just talking about the rule of 72. So if you are new here and you've not clicked on that follow button, let's do that. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you to the $1,000,000 League, right? So 72, we're talking about the rule of 72. Rule of 72 tells you how long it's going to take your money to double, right? This is $5,000 to $10,000. What does that mean, right? Double your money. So this is you doubling your money, 5,000 to 10,000. Would this work for someone starting over with 10K? So 10K dollars or 10K naira, another currency. 10K what? In what currency? One of the things that I teach 4 pillars of wealth creation. Canadian, yeah, absolutely. We teach 4 pillars of wealth creation, right? So it starts with your income. So that your 10K came from somewhere, right? So except you won a jackpot or you got an inheritance or you have an income, right? It starts with your income, right? What you do with that your income is what really matters, okay? It's what really matters. That's what it's going to change if you're going to get there or when you're going to get there or not, okay? So that's what we're teaching here. And I'm going to show you, let's assume that you have 10K dream, okay? Dreams has 10K. So see, dream want to know, this is one of the things that we talk about. Dream has 10K. Let's see how this 10K, how long it's going to take his 10K to double to 20K. So dreams, where is that your 10K? Is it in a savings account or you put it in an investment? And absolutely, we got a 5,000 tap. Awesome. Let's keep it going. Let's also share and repost. Let's share and repost. So dreams or anyone that cares to share, what is that where is that it's in a savings? What return do you get on that savings, dreams? What return do you get on that savings? Returns means the interest. It could be interest, okay, in a savings account. What is the interest you get on that saving, or you just don't know? Tolu's mom is. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. If you have been new, you're new here, you've not clicked on. It's not much. We just want to know the interest. That's we're trying to calculate the rule of 72. It's not much. It's not the number. The percentage is what we need. What is the percentage of that on that what is the interest you're getting? 1%, 0.01%, 0.5%, whatever. What is the interest you get? Okay, you're checking. That's fine. Now, for me, I put my money in the bank account. I used to put my money in the bank account. Remember, like I said, my day job, I'm a vice president of technology. I'm a chartered accountant, and my nickname is a professor. Doing all of this, right? Catalyst, welcome in. Egboti, welcome in, right? See, I know all of that, but guess what? I was putting my money in savings. One of the banks where I put my money, which is Chase in the United States, they return 0.01%. So what that means is that rule of 72, how it works is that take 72 divided by the interest, right? This return that you see here, 0.01. What is the number you see? While Dreams is checking our own interest, right? You need to know this interest is very, very important. And a lot of people, because this interest that you see here, or ROR, return on ROI, whatever it is, right? If you do not put it in, if you don't know it, or if it's very low, you'd realize that it could actually be a changing factor in your finances or not, right? The changing factor in your finances or not. All right. Anyone? 0.05. Thank you so much. It's even worse. It's even worse. So take 72 divided by 0.01. Kashi, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. And let's keep tapping out the lights. Let's share. Can we share, guys? Let's repost. Can we just wow, dreams, can you do the calculation? 72 divided by that number that you have there. Remove the percentage, just 0.005. It's going to give us the number of years that 10,000 when it's going to get to 20,000. So that you understand when I say stop saving, you would understand what that means. Stop saving, you would understand what that means, okay? Well, so guys, can we tap can I ask you something? Can we share? Let's tap out with, we're not tapping, we're not sharing. Let us tap out the live. Kachi, Tolu's mom, Obi, Royal Man, City Abbott, Real, Felix, Steven, Dreams, Easy, Opal, Yemi, Tiger, Aisha, how are you? Akomad, Lovely, Lillian, Tonya, Cardi, Cyber Intelligence, K, Lily's, Kool-Aid Man, Kat, Netwealth, Sogbe, DJ, Sarah, Smile, Air Braden, Kevo, Joshua. Yeah, let's share out. Let's share out. Thank you so much, City Abbey. Let's share it out. Press my forehead. You don't know how to share. Share out. Press my forehead on the screen. Let's share it out. Thank you so much for doing that. And also, let's get our daily yes, let's you invented some money over. I want to invest and grow financial. That's great. Click on that follow button so that you can learn. Today is your lucky day. We can learn how the strategies, because this is day 1 of 12 days of the financial freedom challenge. Felix, thank you so much for getting your daily admin. It's a joke. You said it's a joke. So it's a joke. Oh, that's a joke. Oh, yeah. But really, that's it means that you signed up for a joke. So whenever you put your money in the bank, this is, by the way, that's 14, and this is not adjusted to inflation. And you might be thinking that, how is that even possible? But that's exactly what you signed up for. Thank you all for tapping out the life, sharing out the life as well. If we can actually prioritize sharing the life, that would be great. What stocks should we invest in? We don't do individual stocks here, okay? We don't do individual stocks. We do ETF. We do basket of stock. Annual interest would be about 0.0. We need the annual because return is going to be. Are you saying dollars? Yeah, we're talking about the percentage. We're talking about the percent. That's exactly. I want a stock and that grows like micron. Oh, okay. We don't do that here. We teach. Hello, no, no. We teach you a basket of stocks. That's what we teach here, right? Okay, Adulos. All right, all right. Thank you all for tapping out. Let's share. Let's share. Right. Micron was a few dollars before. Okay, so this is the same thing. You can do both of them. They're the same thing. Index fund and ETF, they're the same thing. The only difference is you trade one during the day. The other one is that it mimics the what's it called? The index, so you get your payment at the end of the day, or you know how you trade at the end of the day. Let's keep tapping out the life. Does that answer your question? Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. As in, it's crazy in time spent. Exactly. Dreams, do you understand it now? So whenever we are saying that rule of 72, it tells you how long. That's not a stock. Adilos. I wanted to, okay, you know what you do? Make sure you click on that follow button, calm down, and sit around for a while. That's exactly what we teach here. VOO is not a stock, okay? VOO is not a stock. VOO is not an index. VOO is an ETF, okay? VOO is an ETF. The index version of VOO will be maybe FXIX, which is fidelity, right? So you want to listen, all right? Calm down and come and learn, all right? Calm down. Obviously, there's some things that is missing. There's some bit of the gap in the knowledge, okay? Right? Because you're saying stock is not, it's not stock. You're saying it's index is not index, okay? All right, so let's the rule of 72. Let's now look at what Adulos is talking about, right? If you put it in a VOO, VOO is an S&P 500 that is being managed by Vanguard. It's a type of ETF that is being managed by Vanguard. There's another S&P 500 managed by State Street, another ETF that is SPY. There's another one, IVV. There's SPLG. There are different types of ETF, right? So let's now assume dreams. You asked a question, right? Dreams. From that your 10,000, what should you be doing differently? Investing is what the way, right? Investing is the way. How do you invest? You can put it in ETF like an S&P 500, or you can put it in NASDAQ 100. That is returned averagely in the past 30-40 years, right? Averagely in the past 30-40 years is returned about 30 to 40%. It's returned 8 to 12% in the past 30 to 40 years. In the past 10 years, it's returned between 14 to 15%. Okay? So if you put your money, the same 10,000, let's say it's put it in a 10% return, right? What it did in the past 30-40 years, you get a 7.2 return. If you did what it did in the other year, in the past 10 years, from 2016 till now, you would have it in 14.5. In less than 5 years, you're going to double your money instead of what you're doing right now, which is taking you 1400 years. All right? 1400 years. Let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you all for tapping out the live. If you are new here, click on that follow button. You're new here, click on the follow button. Do we understand the rule of 72 now? For those that said they do not know, it just tells you how long it takes your money to double so that we can get to the class of the day. Adulas, well done. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Yeah, so if you're new here, that's it. So that's what you need to do differently. Whenever we say saving, can you say the difference, right? Can you say the difference? 14, that's why I always ask for your number, right? So you know, this is what you signed up with your bank, and you are excited to get 0.05 cents every single month, right? Calculate 0.05. Yes, that's about accurate. 0.05, right? It means that even in a whole year, you don't get $1 on your $10,000. All right. But if you invest it, then your 10,000, guess what? In another in 20 years, then your 10,000 could be like, so 10,000 times two, that's 20,000. You have 40,000, 80,000. In about, you get your 10,000 will be $160,000, not adding any other thing to it, not adding any other thing to it. So you, where you really put your money really matters. Safety welcoming, Dr. Kakamfo welcoming, right? All of you, the where you put your money really matters. But that aside from today, do we understand the rule of 72 now? Anybody that is me, because this is like a baseline, and this is, let me explain the rule of 72 to you. It's the same thing as you using a compound interest calculator. But let's assume that you do not have a calculator. In 20 years, it'll be about 80K. Okay, yeah. So 10,000, yeah. Every 5 years, if you every 5 years. So year one, 10,000 to by year five is going to be 20,000, right? By year 10, it's going to be 40,000. By year 15, it's going to be 80,000. I was correct. By year 20, it's going to be 160,000, not 80,000. You may put it in an index fund. Yes, put it in an index fund or ETF, right? Whenever we say ETF, it's the same thing. Okay. Rule of 72 is how money, they're two different things. Rule of 72 is how money grows, right? How long does it take your money to double from 10,000 to 20,000? Okay, Adilos, okay? How quickly can your money convert from 10,000 to 20,000? That is the rule of 72, okay? That's one side. Now, if what you're saying is that VOO, because you're very particular about VOO, right? If it has done, and I'm telling you, VOO, what VOO has inside of it is S&P 500. S&P 500 is an index, okay? S&P 500 is an index. VOO is just handling that index, and because it's handling that index, is managed by Vanguard. That's why there's different types of fund managers that has S&P 500 in it. Okay, does that make sense? All right. So what you're saying, right? So I think I need to go another route because I'm 60 years old and looking at retirement. Yeah, I mean 60 years old. Yeah, you need to put more money. So you need to. So what you're saying is that what we described right here, right? In 5 years, it means that your money can double, right? With VOO, but it doesn't have to be VOO, is what I'm saying. It can be SPY because that is another index fund. I mean, that's another ETF that also that has the S&P 500 in it. Okay, all right. Okay, got it. Awesome. So do we all understand the rule of 72 now? We're going to the rule of 25, and that is the challenge for today. See, the thing about it is that the time, I'm not saying it's better, right? You need to sit around. There's one day that we're going to be teaching ETF in this challenge because we are on a 12 days challenge. We are on a 12 days challenge, right? So you cannot learn everything right now. I think you need to know. Right here, we teach you how to fish. We don't give you fish, right? So you need to understand what ETF is. What ETF is. All right. So the challenge for today, for those, and I know that some people are already waited. If you have already seen the challenge for today, today is about the first day of we are on a 12 days journey of financial freedom. And can we tap out the live? If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Wait 2 minutes. If it's what you're looking for, click on the follow button, right? We are on a 12 and let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Uche, thank you so much for tapping out the live. Everyone tapping out the live. Thank you. Get your daily at me. Thank you. Awesome. Get your daily at me. All right. So we are on a 12 days financial freedom challenge. And today is about understanding your financial freedom goal. So within these 12 days, last week we did 0 to 1 million. How can you start from a zero? And I showed you the 9 steps from 0 to getting to $1 million. Okay, that's what we did last week. Now, this is an execution phase of it. How do you execute it, right? So by the end of the 12 days, you would be able to know exactly what to expect. You have a very clear plan and a clear path on how to get to that $1 million status. Okay. So definitely investment is going to be part of it. You're going to be setting up the goal. Investing is part of it. Emergency fund is part of it. Debt payoff is going to be part of it. ETF is going to be definitely part of it. So we have one day to teach that. Real estate, businesses, right? That's going to be part of it. Thank you so much for the repost and tapping out that live. Really appreciate it. For those that you've been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button, right? And you're just meeting me or you're just coming into this community. This is the $1 Million League. People that are already millionaires. That's great. That's great. That's amazing. Yeah, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio as well. All right, Tori Lope, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. So if this is what, so we're on every day of this. So one thing I'll recommend is get a journal. Okay, get a fresh journal. I'm doing the same thing myself. Get a fresh journal. Get your pen. Okay, because this is going to require you to take action for yourself. By the time you're done, I tell you, you will have clarity about your finances. You will know where you're going. You will know where you're at, and you know where you're going, right? And you will know the gap. You know exactly what you need to do. So, which is the reason why day one of this challenge, and you would see it every single day. We are going to be posting it on the page. Okay. So today's challenge, I already have it on the page. You would see it on the TikTok page. Let me show you regarding that challenge. Okay, haters, welcome in, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah, and you will find it across all my pages. So on my YouTube channel, you would see it, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. On IG, you would also see it right there because we're doing it across multiple platforms. Because this is actually we're doing a financial freedom drive, okay, through this July. So you see less of me from next month. I mean, I show up like twice a day just to help as many people to gain this financial freedom so that we can reduce poverty. When they get financial education, reduce poverty and also reduce crime. That is our ultimate goal, reducing crime, because crime and poverty, they are linked to each other. So that's it. So these 12 days, one thing I recommend, please get a notepad, get a journal, get a pen, and take this action. So the first thing, who knows the first thing that we have on that list? On that list, the action for the day, I just showed you the video. Who knows what is the first action, right, for today's challenge, right? To what is actually today's challenge? Yeah, that's what we're talking about, right? Education is definitely, it's poverty, right? Education, but you can be, I mean, it depends on the kind. Here we are talking about financial education, because you can be highly educated, have a doctorate. I told you, with my doctorate degree, I was still saving money, and I still did not gain financial freedom. So, and when you don't gain financial freedom, poverty is knocking at the door. Your why. Thank you so much. Your why. Why? To what end? We're trying to identify your goal. Thank you, Tolu's mom. Your why. What is your why? Okay? Based on the description that I mentioned earlier, you missed the video. No, it's on the page. No, it's on the page. You can go there right now. You missed the video. It's on the page. Just go watch it right now. It's on the page. Remember, I said I would put the content out there. It's on the page. Zadi, how are you doing? Yeah. Let me show it one more time for people that just joined. What's the motivation? Be a carousel. It can be a video depending on the energy level that I have. Or if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Thank you all for tapping out the live, getting your daily at me, sharing out the live as well. So Adolisa said one of the things. What is the first thing in that video? It's called the why. Right? And you would understand, a lot of people want us to jump straight into investing. Of course, we're going to be talking about investing. One day is available for, maybe like 3 or 4 days. We're going to be talking about investing, the different types of investing that we talk about here. It's going to be there. So you can already have an idea. But why? Right? Because everything, somebody wants to oh, you know what? I want to gain financial freedom. If you do not have something that pushes you, exactly, you have to be more specific. So Adulos, I need you to be very, very specific. And you got the drift. So I start thinking about it again. Start thinking about it and drop it. If you want to share, if you can share, drop your own here. And I'll be able to tell you that looks good, right? Change it, tweak it a little bit. Otherwise, if you think that you got this, then handle it, right? Best queen, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So the thing, let me tell you the reason why. I have done this so many, I did it years ago. And that's what changed it for me. I want to gain financial freedom. Okay, to what end? Okay, right? Okay, to what end? Adults, I'm going to attend to it. Okay, to what end? Okay, I gain financial freedom. Okay, and right, and also, if you don't put a number, if it's not clear enough, if it's so ambiguous, right, you would not know how much you will not know the number, you will not know the time. It has to be, understand one thing, it has to be one, it has to be for you personally, right? It could be for another person as well, but there has to be one thing for you. When you are able to determine your why of financial freedom, when I tell you, please, when I tell you don't buy that purse, invest in yourself, you'll be able to invest in yourself immediately without thinking, because the driving force is no longer the work that you're doing. It's no longer a generic thing. The driving force, your propelling force, is what? It's your why, right? So someone, why? Because I want to help many people, especially women who are vulnerable. That is great, but that is good, but not great. Okay, people that are vulnerable, but it's okay for you not to be okay, right? Because where are you in the all of this, JV? This is more like my passion, right? That's what you just had there. That's not your why, right? There's nothing about your family there. So far other women are okay. Is it okay if you are not okay? Is it okay if your family is not okay? Right? There's something that is missing in there. Okay. 10K passive income monthly. So when you have that 10K passive income, what does it do? Right? What does it do? Okay, I want money to work for me instead of always working for myself. That is the definition of financial freedom. Okay, what to what end? You personally. Okay, let me give you an instance. Remember what you heard in that place. It says it might be to be able to spend more time with my family, to get away from a certain job that is, toxic, something that is very personal to you. Let me tell you my own case. My own is, number one, Dr. Lina would love to travel the world. So it means one thing. I want to travel the world. I've been to 22 countries already, right? On my goal, on my crave for traveling the world. I've been to 22 countries. So it tells me something. Even as a vice president sitting in the boardroom, there's no way that I can take 8 weeks. If they give me 8 weeks, which is 2 months, which is above so many other places, right? With 8 weeks of work, off work is not enough for me to achieve that goal of traveling the world. A paycheck cannot do it for me. So I know that I need to have something that is working for me, even in my sleep, right? To be able to, because I cannot be there full time anymore, right? To be able to achieve that purpose. The other part of it is to be able to give back to back kids that cannot afford their tuition, that poverty and all of that. That's it. And the other thing is that for me to have, for my passion is this, teaching all this, right? That's why I can teach this for free and help as many people. So can you see that? Now you can see that that's a reason. There's something for me. And of course, my own family as well. So for my children, I need to be there. To be there, I don't want to be missing in any of that. So it doesn't have to be one thing. It can be 3 to 4 things. Is that clear? I, Dr. CK, the freedom takes care of my family, enjoy life. What is enjoy life? I don't need you to make it clear. But you see that your notebook that you got yesterday, was it Sadi or Nunu? Who got it? So make choices, because I want it, because to have, so you need to be very, very clear, right? You see the way I am highly detailed about mine, right? And I'm not saying yours should be exactly this way, but you need to know your why, such that whenever you open that book, right? The day you are tired, right? I'm here. Which day was I here? Was it on Saturday? that I said I am so tired. You can hear it in my voice. And I was like, guys, can we just tap out the light, share out the light? I said the energy level, I have zero energy. In short, I was not ready to come today. Like it was literally my son that told me, Mommy, it's just a case of you. It's just like me saying that I'm tired, and because of that, I do not submit my assignment, and then because of that, I don't get straight A's, right? And that's one of the things that just I crawled and I showed up, right? That's part of the thing. So for every time I showed, I know that okay, this is my passion to give back to teach as many people to reduce poverty, to reduce crime, to help as many people gain have financial education. But if they show up and I don't show up, what does that mean? What does it speak of me? How am I helping people? So people, so those are the things. So you need to know what is your why. Does that make it clear? And let me put it, make it smart. Make it smart. A smart goal is specific, is measurable, is achievable, is relevant, and is time bound. It's having a timeline. So you don't have to put everything in here right now. But one thing I just want you to know is that whenever in that your little journal, right? Anybody wants to try again in your little journal, for those that want to share, put it in the comments. Uche, thank you so much. Tapping loud the light. Zaddy, thank you so much for tapping out the light. You'll be sitting there for 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you. This is the $1 Million League. And I got water today, guys. I got water. How to build wealth. So first of all, yeah, BB. Yeah, one thing I'll tell you, click on the subscribe button and make sure you watch a couple of those videos on the YouTube side. You're on the YouTube side. So click on that subscribe button. There's so many. I think I have close to like 50 to 7. I mean, I'm not even talking about shorts, long form videos. Take time to watch each and every one of them. If you can, join the live as well, okay? We're on a 12 days journey. A day is going to come. We're going to talk about your income. How do you increase your income? We're going to talk about how to invest, right? Today, we're on a 12 days challenge, and today is about understanding your financial freedom goal. That's day 1, right? So that's what I would recommend, and follow those things to the letter, okay? It starts with your income, except you have a good generation wealth. Any question on the why? Any other person wants to try on the why? Let's share also. Let's power share. Let's get our daily admin. If you have not gotten your daily admin, let's get our daily admins. Let's get our daily admin. You've not gotten your daily admin, get your daily admin. I want to have a business in 16 regions of Ghana. That's great. That's good. Okay, when you now have that business, right, what does it do, right? What is that might be your endpoint, okay? That might be your endpoint. But for me, I always look at, okay, when you have that business, is it that that's your final point? That makes you, that makes you financially free, right? That makes you, give you the freedom that you need. If that's it for you, that's great, right? Everybody doesn't have to be travel like Dr. Lina, okay? Any other person wants to try? Yeah, nice try. I mean, it's very clear. You want 16 regions of Ghana. You want a business, right? If that's the freedom, your financial freedom, well, so be it, okay? So be it. Anybody wants to try? Any other person wants to try? You are interested in investing more. I have started Amazon stock. What other ones? That's what when you go to the page, go on the video. Can you see the video? Go on the page and you would see a lot of videos about investing. We have at least there are 15 to 20 videos. That's almost an hour of your time. Watch that. You would understand the best way, okay? All right. I want to build a portfolio using 100,000. Is that your financial freedom? Dr. CK, is that your financial freedom goal? Right? That's not your finance. That's not a goal, right? That's you trying to invest. Or are you just telling me that you want to build to retire comfortably? Remember, it's the financial freedom to retire comfortably without depending on others, to spend more time with my family. I love that. Right? Yours is like, you know what? I just want to retire I don't want to do, I just want to, when I retire, I want to be comfortable and be able to spend more time with my family. I like that. I want to retire early and have time for my family. I like that. Very clear. Okay, very, I want to retire early. Now, by the time we get here, you will not put that number. What does the retire early mean? Is it in your 40s? Is it in your 50s? What does that mean? That's the third part. Acid latest millionaire in town. That's that's exactly what I wanted to. I'm not sure. Dr. CK, I'm not sure. Because you're just, what you just said is investing. That's how to achieve financial freedom, right? You just want to put money in investing, right? That is not financial. That is, you just want to have 100K. I want to own multiple real estate so I don't have to work and have passive income in retirement by 60. All right. There's one person that is a joke here, right? It's always a joke, so it's okay. All right, it's okay. He says he wants to be like his forefathers and have a second wife, right? If that is your, you'll be all right? Blood pressure. Sexy Sammy, latest millionaire in town. Don't mind me. It's always a joke. It's always a joke. Can you be serious this time? Say brother wants financial freedom. Right. Okay. So if you are new here, click on the follow button. We are on a 12 days financial freedom challenge. This is day one. Just want to have enough money for myself at old age. And that's the one that we're going to go to number 2. Uche, I love that. I love that. Okay, perfect. Nunu, I'm still waiting on you. Me, Nunu, I am waiting on you. Okay? All right, but it's okay if you don't want to share. Yeah. I've heard from Zadi, City Abit, Paul, Royal Man. Royal Man, yeah, do you want to try? Any other person want to try? Right? Because the reason why I'm asking so that you would just put something, right? It's, you see what we did last week? It's, this time is about execution, right? Execution. What we did the last week was me teaching, is what more like me teaching you, right? I taught you, but this time is executing. Last week was $0 to $1 million. How do you get there? And we did it for about 7 days, right? 9 steps in 7 days. That's what we did. Now, this is about you executing. You're dropping the plans, right? So that by the time after these 12 days, what you're going to do is to now, okay, I said I want to be able to have sufficient money in retirement. What does that money? That's where we are going to next. What's that number? That's what we are going to calculate. So you will understand what is that number. Once you know that number, you know what you're going to be working towards. You know if you're on track or not. That's what we're talking about. What do I do with $300,000 I inherited? Well, I mean, you can invest it. You can put in real estate. It depends on your risk tolerance, okay? You can just make sure you invest it. But the only thing is that don't put it in savings. Don't put it in savings. And I doubt if you actually got the 300. Is that $30,000 or 300,000? $30,000. Yeah, $30,000. Yeah, most likely you just put it in the stock market. I invest 10% of my wage in my 401k and 5% in Roth. Okay. Okay, let me quickly address that. Paul, is your employer matching 10% of your income? Right, Paul, is your employer matching 10% of your income? If that's yes, then you have it good. But if your employer is not matching 10%, there's no reason why you're doing 10% in did you say, yeah, 10% in 401k? There's no reason, right? You only put in what your employer matches. If your employer matches 3% of your income, that's all you put in. And then you max out your Roth IRA. Roth IRA is not about percentage, it's about 7,500. Yeah, it's about your employer matches 10%. Okay, that's great. But you need to also max out your Roth IRA if you can, 7,500 a year. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the light. Can we share as we go to the next one? Are we all clear about why? Any other person still trying? Build financial freedom, create legacy. Okay? Build financial freedom, create legacy. Travel the world with family, help my community become, I can always, no, well said, right? I think the first one is to build financial freedom. That's what you're saying. Create a legacy. So you're building generational wealth. Your goal is to travel the world, which is for yourself, right? And then of course help your community. This is for others. So I like it. Okay, right? There's something for yourself. There's something when you build a legacy, it means that you're already creating some form of financial freedom, and also you are also building the next generation, which is beyond money. Not just money, you're building them different types of wealth, and of course you are helping your the community as well. Okay, so I like that. Perfect. Any other person wants to try? Any other person? So to help community become financially free in the next 10 years. So there's always also timelines. That is great. That is great. Thank you so much for sharing. Any other person wants to try? Any other person wants to try? So have your notepad, write it there. Write the vision, make it plain. What if I tell you something, right? What if I tell you something? As a 20, there's a reason, there's power when you write down things. I write a lot, okay? I write a lot. So whatever I'm telling you. So this is one of my many notepads. And if you see this notepad, some of them have been something for years. There was something that I was looking at recently in 2019 or 2018, 2019 or 2018. I wrote something there. Right then, I was still a senior manager, and I wrote something, and I said, "Oh, you know what? I want a director or a vice president position, right? I want a director." At that point, I was on a job that I was so done with, and I said that this job, I am so done with you. I'm not doing this job again, right? January, I'm going to leave this job, and I put this thing down in November. Guess what? By January, I did not just get one offer. I got two. I was interviewing on two major competition. I stayed there, and guess what? Guess what I got? A vice president. Skipped levels and got to the vice president position just from there. And I believe that because I wrote it down. So there's the reason why Bible says write the vision, make it plain. Okay, write the vision. So I've seen things that I've written many years ago that come to be. So always write it down, make it clear, okay? Make it very clear. So whatever thing, so your why, make it very clear. Put numbers around it. I would like to know the best investments in the near future. I mean, I'm not God. I cannot tell you, but I can tell you predict the past. Okay, Tiger? Click on that follow button if you have not done it. And everyone that is new here, if you're new here, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you to the community of millionaires. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Oh my God, Tiger has not followed all along. I just knew it because, yeah, we look at the past, right? We look at the past to be able to determine the future in investing. So that's why I can tell you S&P 500 has done this in the past from 2016 till now. It has returned 14 to 15%. That's what I can mimic. I'm not God, so I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Just the same way, everybody wasn't God. As of if we were God, right? SpaceX should have been $1,000 or $5,000 right now, but guess what? It's even closer to $100 now. So because people were looking at the future instead of looking at the past, which is loss of 700 million or 700 billion for the past 7 years, right? And people were looking at the future and still invested. So we got it. Why? We got our why. Thank you all for tapping out the... Yeah, let's keep tapping out let's share out can we share? Can we repost? Thank you all. Let's do this. You want to share? Press my forehead on the screen and let's share. Let's do that. Let's quickly reset the live. Thank you all for doing that. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Let's click on the follow button. Let's reset the live. Thank you all for doing that. Let's take 2 minutes to quickly reset the live. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. If somebody chats you up, that's not Dr. I mean, somebody's chatting you up, cryptocurrency, WhatsApp group, all those, that's not Dr. Lina, okay? That's not Dr. Lina. So if you're new here, drop 1 in the comment section. Let's know that you're new so that we can welcome you to the $1 Million League. And if you care to share, also indicate where you're connecting from. I am in Texas in the United States. The other thing is that let's start tapping out the live. Can we get it to 20? If we all start tapping, we get it to 20,000. But most importantly, let's share. Press my forehead on the screen. I noticed that we stopped sharing these days. Press my forehead on the screen and share with your contact. Let's share. Can we try that? Can we share? And also let's repost. You have large following. Let's repost. Can we do that? I'd really appreciate if you can. All of us, everyone. right? If JV Spring, Uche, Tolusmore, if we all, Dr. CK, everyone, let's repost. Nelson, Emerson, Bengen, Felix, let's all repost. What is the best app to invest? It depends on your country. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Really, really appreciate that. Let's keep sharing. Let's repost as well. Let's tap out the line. Let's repost. Get your daily at me. Let's do that for 1 minute. It's almost 9:30. Let's do it till 1 minute, right? Let's go popular as helps this life. If you have not gotten your daily at me, let's get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me so that we can go ahead. We can go ahead. So let's do that. Thank you so much. Let's power share. Let's repost. If you've been sitting here for 2 minutes, can I ask that you please get your daily, click on the follow button. For those that are OGs in the house, get your daily at me. Please tap out the live as well. Share out the live. Let's repost. Let's invite more people right here. We're going to be going on the number, right, which is number 2, right? We all understand the why right now. Let's go to the number. That's the next thing, number. Okay? And this is something called the rule of 25. Rule of 25. There are different rules, and you're wondering, Dr. Lina, where did you get rule of 25? I will show it to you. Dr. Lina, which one is rule of 25 again? There's rule of 25. There's so many rules that you do not even know about. Okay? Because the other one was rule of 72. All right, thank you so much. That's 9:30. Thank you all for tapping out. Let's get it 20,000 taps. So the next thing is, somebody said, I want to be comfortable at retirement. Did you send me your WhatsApp number 3? That was not me. That was not me. That's not me, guys. Told you, that's what I said. That's why I always say, I hope you know what to do. Report the number and block. That's not Dr. Lina. They're just the scammers out there. They do that. It's not 80. That's another rule. So 80-20 rule. That's another one. Yes, it's not. I hope you did not give your number. I was very clear, guys. Please take note of this. Dr. Lina don't have. I would not even. As a matter of fact, I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have what's the other one? Telegram group. We don't have anything like that, right? We don't talk about crypto. So if you are still seated here and you've not clicked on the follow button and you looked at the board, it looks like what you are looking for. Click on that you click on that follow button immediately. Thank God I just confirmed with you. That's why I keep saying it. Right? I've said it over and over again. Right? I keep repeating it. Is the disclaimer. Even at times I put it on my story. Be careful out there. 62 countries in 13 days. That is how this community is growing. The numbers are down right now. Typically, we are like 200, 250 people in this life. 250 people in this life. Once we start getting to ETF, we're talking about real estate, you will see the numbers, right? We're typically about 200 people in this life, and we're getting about over 200 people followers every single day. You're trying to make money. That's good. That's what we are all trying to do. Awesome. Thank you all. And I need you all. Let's get our daily at me. If you're new here, click on that follow button. I'm new, click on the follow button. Awesome. So the next thing is your number. Now you already know your why. Okay? Have we all written your why? If you've written your why in your notebook, put yes in the comment. You've identified your why, put yes in the comment. You have your why, put yes in the comment, okay? Okay, yes, perfect. Who else? Remember, it's a two-way conversation, guys. And this week, more than ever, it's more about conversation because it's about execution. It's not about Dr. Lina. That's what we're going to be talking about. Oh, yes, okay. The question is city habits. Awesome. Any other person, have we all written we've already understand our why? Because if you do not understand the why, you will just be chasing money for nothing, right? Kalu, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? Have we all, Kalu, if you're just new here, right? Understand, write your financial freedom, your why. Why do you want to gain financial freedom? Okay? Now we're going to number 2. Okay, right? Paul Osas, have you done your own? Right? Dr. CK, Tiger, Royal Ma, Just Justified. James, Dr. Oh Boy, Jeanette. Yeah, have we all drafted it? And if you're not drafted it, make sure you have the plan to draft it today. All right? Awesome. Paul Osas already did. So I need multiple yeses in the comment. I want to make sure because this is about execution. All right? Execute. Okay, Dr. Siki already did. Good job. Good job. Make sure you all go and on the video and comment done. Okay? Done. Because this is the first step. Tolu's month dreams. Awesome. Dreams, have you clicked on that follow button? James Blessing, awesome, perfect. All right, now let's go to number 2. Number 2, now that you have already identified based on that financial freedom, right? Why? What is the number? What the number is? And it's something called the rule of 25. The rule of 25. What is the rule of 25? Rule of 25 is calculated, pay home house of get car, I want to travel, I am single black man with no children. That's great. Well, you already know your goal and your why, okay? Right? You want to have car. Awesome. Perfect. So, your rule of 25 is your financial freedom number. This could be your retirement number, right? And when we say retirement, a lot of time people think retirement is equal to 65 years old or above 65. Retirement is when you can become work optional. That is retirement. Work optional. How do you become work optional? Okay, how do you become work optional? Work optional simply means that you have met your financial freedom number. So can you see? Retirement does not equal 65. And now it is, well, instead of this 65, yeah, it is work optional. And then when you become work optional, meaning that you will address some people, and at 40, the person is work optional. At 50 is work optional. My cousin retired at 50, right? From the, yeah, in short, both husband and wife, both of them retired at the year they turned 50, that's when they retired. They've been retired for like 6 years right now, right? Yeah, my goal, I'm also already work optional, but then, and when we say work optional, it doesn't mean that you are not doing anything. I can be work optional right now and decide to say that I could quit my vice president, meet your financial goals, but it's even your financial freedom goals. Financial goals is different. Financial goals could mean, oh, you know what? I bought a house, I can pay my bill. What is your financial freedom, right? It means that you have certain, you can be, the freedom is the part that is different. Financial goals, you can still be doing the job, right, to meet the financial goals. Does that make sense? Is the freedom, meaning that you are optional, right? The freedom is the optional part of it. So you're Paul Osas, you're missing the main points there, which is the freedom, okay? Freedom, okay? All right. So how do you calculate your numbers? That's the rule of 25. So one thing I need from you is three factors or 2 factors. You take your annual return. If you're new here, welcome in. Let's welcome you in. Click on that follow button. This is the community of millionaires. This is the $1 Million League. So it simply means your annual expenses multiplied by 25. So it means that I did not say monthly. Dr. Oh Boy, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Awesome. So if there's any other person still sitting there, you've been waiting 2 minutes and you've not clicked on that follow button, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. We're talking about the financial freedom number. So the minute you get to this, right? The minute you get to this, you will be able to, you are fine. And this is, of course, you know that you have already taken care of the debt. We're not talking about debts at this point. You're taking care of mortgage and all of that. But even with mortgage, remember, even if you have mortgage, it's going to be part of your annual expenses. So what you need to do is your monthly expenses. You need to know what your monthly expenses are. calculate that number, multiply it by 12, okay? The total that you get here, then you now multiply it by 25, all right? Because annual expenses. So who wants to share so that we can help you determine what your financial freedom number is? Because a lot of times people would say, oh, I need 5 million. I need 7 million, and that's why but some people, in the afternoon, one person's zone was 300,000, 350,000. Another person was 1.7 million. Another person was 3 million. So what is your monthly expenses? Put it in the comment. What is your monthly average? Exactly. No, exactly. No, it's not even how fast. It's how to double your money, right? How to double your money. And not hypothetical. Not I. Tolu's mom, if you don't know it, okay, take this time, start thinking about it to calculate it. That's the challenge. We're not doing hypothetical this time. We're not, okay? We're not doing that. Yeah. So dreams, is that 8K? Is 8K for the month or 8K annually? 8,000 for the month or 8,000 for the month or 8,000 annually. Which one? Dreams. Monthly. Okay. Monthly. Mike. Zaddy, did you drop something? Did I miss you, Zaddy? Okay. So Zaddy, drop your monthly as well. I did not. It didn't come through. Has it been eliminating some stuff? I don't know. I didn't see yours. Okay, but let's three. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So let's do what's it called? Let's do dreams first because that came through. So 8K, that is $8,000. Let's not use K. So 8K. So dreams, what is that? Use your hands to do the judgment. 8,000 times 25. 8,000. No. 8,000 times 12. Okay, 8,000 times 12. Give us 8,000 times 12 because it's monthly. 8,000 times 12. Okay, 8,000 times 12. Give us the answer. Someone give us the answer. Dreams. That's my cost of living. 96, right? Is that 96? So 96,000. Okay, 96,000 times 25. Dreams. Let's get dreams. 2.4 million. So that's your number, dreams. So the minute you get to 2.4 million, you can say that I have become work optional. Now you need to now work it backwards, right? Because this number is very, very critical, right? Because by the time we start getting to maybe like day 5 or day 6, you will be able to work it backwards when we start doing compound interest calculator, right? To determine how much do you need to start putting in every single month. So if you've ever found yourself, how much should I even be saving? How much, Dr. Lina, I get this question every time. Dr. Lina, so how much can I be saving that I will be retiring comfortably? And I always say that it's not anybody's, I can't tell you because it's you. My own lifestyle is different. I will need at least about 5 million to 6 million to live comfortably. So, and some other people, theirs is just 300,000. Somebody's own was just literally 350,000 today, right? So, okay, perfect. No, there's no judgment. You just need to put your. So let's do Zaddy. So did you get your numbers? Dreams, did you get your numbers? Dreams, did you get your number right there? So let's do Zaddy. Zaddy said is 3250. 3250 per month. How much is that for the year? Times 12. 3250 times 12. This is Team Zaddy. 3250 times 12, guys. 47,400. Multiply by 25. 975. Right there about almost a million. Almost a million. That's all that you need. That's all that you need. Okay, that's all that you need. And see, the numbers might look like this today. That's why periodically you want to also check it. Periodically you want to check it, maybe like next year. I did this 2 years ago, right? It can change because okay, now the kids are already gone to college. They got scholarship, or I've already paid off my mortgage, or the number can change, but at least you know the numbers you are working towards. Who else wants to give the number, or did we miss any other person? Does this answer your question? I mean, are we clear with this? Thank you so much, Nunu. So you want to understand your. This is what is called the rule of self 25. Any other person wants to try? Any other person wants us to calculate his number? If you are new here, welcome in. Click on the follow button. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes. All right, Uche. 10,000. Okay. Yeah, so let's do Uche. All right, let's do Uche. So somebody, Uche, your 4,000 times 12, what does that mean? You'll be up a little bit above 1 million, right? It's the financial freedom number. If you're just joining, the rule of 25 is your financial freedom number. You want to know what amount you need to become work optional. If you have this money, you can always say that. Why we can? That's what we're saying. Financial freedom number. If you know this number, this is the number you need to work towards to say, I'm retiring. I mean, not retiring, become work optional. I've been Bola latest million in town. If you're new here, click on that follow button. You're new here. In my head, is above my actual income though. So yeah, I can't say it's okay, Nunu. It's okay. That's why you know that you need to take your lifestyle, allow lifestyle, reduce the lifestyle inflation. Okay, that's number one. Reduce the lifestyle inflation. That's number one. Two is figure out how to increase your income. Okay, that's it. Figure out how to increase that income. So 4,000 times 12. What was the number? Somebody gave us that number. 48,000. You are just a little bit above Zaddy. 48,000. Okay, multiply it by 25. Multiply it by 25. Uche, we are doing Uche right now. 1.2 million. So you see, just a little bit. But guess what? It went up by at least another 275,000. That's $1.2 million. Now, you know why this is very, very important? Why these numbers are very important? We're going to get to a certain time in this challenge. Remember, it's 12 days, whereby you want to hold on to this number, because you want to understand. If you understand this number, right, you will now work it backwards to know how much do you need to start putting away today. How old are you now? How many years do you want to keep working? When do you want to get your year? I mean, and of course, that's even number 3, because you want to be able to calculate it backwards to see, is there a gap? I'm already doing my Roth IRA. I'm already doing my 401k. Okay? I'm already doing my Roth IRA. I'm already doing my 401k as of today. So it means that, so by the time you use the compound interest calculator and you put it in this number of years, you can say, oh, okay, I am good. It means that in 10 years or in 20 years, it's going to take me 20 years to get to this 1.2 million if I'm contributing only $200. But if I increase it to $400, right, or $300, I will be able to get to this number. Does that make sense? So that's the whole goal. That's why today is very, very important. Any other person that wants us to help him calculate the number. And if you're new, okay, JV, 10,000 Ghana cedis. So just the same thing. That one is easy. 10,000 Ghana cedis. And I like it. JV Spring. I like that. Right? You actually put the currency behind it. You put the currency behind it. So 10,000 Ghana cedis, right? Times 12. That's going to bring us to about 12,000 Ghana cedis. 12,000 Ghana cedis, right? That times 12. That's 12,000 Ghana cedis here. Times 25. JV Springs times 25. 12,000 Ghana cedis times 25. Mayor, How are you? Thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's power share. Can we, while we're waiting on JV Spring or anyone helping us with the calculation, 12,000 times 25, right? So that we can get JV Spring. Can we also power share? Let's share. Press my forehead on the screen. Let's share. Get your daily at me if you have not gotten your daily at me. 3 million, yeah, 3 million Ghana, okay? 3 million Ghana cities. That's what you need. So can you see, guys? Different people, different numbers. There's no one single person. Or 300,000. Okay, or is that 300,000 or 3 million? I don't know. Right? Can you see how many people here? Thank you so much for the repost. How many people, no single person has gotten a number? The annual is 120,000. Okay, thank you. Right? Not one single person has gotten the same number. So whenever somebody is asking, Dr. Lina, what is a good number for retirement? Yeah, okay, 4,500. So 4,500 a month, right? Is that a month? 4,500 EAD, right? Times 12. Give us the answer, Dr. CK. Give us the answer. If you're new here, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you. We're talking about the rule of 25. What is your retirement number, your financial freedom number, your work optional number? Once you know this number, if you get there, because a lot of time, and if for those people that got their numbers, is it like a light bulb? Do you know that? Were you expecting it to be this number, or were you expecting more number, right? Okay, 1.3. Who is that? Okay, you've done the calculation, 1.3 million. Okay. She went all the way out. Thank you. We have some maths teacher here. All the way out, and your number is exactly 1.350. I want to believe so. 1.350. Is that okay? Is that 112,500 times 25? What's that answer? Dr. Awa, welcome in. How are you doing? Dreams, thank you so much for tapping out the live. Welcome in. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Let's remember to get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. We have just a few people that have gotten their daily at me. Maybe just one person got their daily at me today. Let's get our daily at me. Meaning is in one word. Rule of 25 replaces your paycheck, and rule of 78 grows your money. Yeah, it doubles your money, okay? Yeah, more like, yeah, something of that nature. All right? Okay. Any other person, please, if you've already gotten your number in your journal, put it in the comment. Put yes in the comment, right? You've gotten your financial freedom number. Put number in the comment, or freedom number in the comment. You've already gotten it in the journal, because I know some people they don't want to share, right? But if you've done it, put it in the comment. Yeah, welcoming everyone. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Let's welcome you properly. We're talking about the financial freedom number, right? Work optional number. If you got this number, which is the rule of 25, we are on a 12 days financial freedom drive, which is ultimately executing, understanding, having clarity or plan about your, how to get to financial freedom. That's what this is all about, okay? All right, all right. Who else is done? Okay, Dreams that is done. Who else? Who else? Are we waiting on anybody? Nunu, are you done? Do you have it written? JV Spring, Tolu's mom, Paul Osas, Uche, Dr. CK, City Abbott, Royal Man, Tiger, James Blessing, Adekren, Toju, Dreams, Jeanette Mavis, Dr. Oh Boy, Giddy. So 500 times, so yes, times 25, exactly. Done. Uche is done. Perfect. Put done. When you're done, put done. Have it in your journal, guys. All this week is going to be by execution. So this is the trend this week. I will work on mine for now. Perfect. Awesome. That's great. Good job, guys. Good job. Right? Good job. And if Adelius, right? Is in and out, okay? And for those that are new here, Nancy, Giddy, Speak Life, Auditon, Penza, Chikonzo, Fumi, User, Mom, Maynards, Matthew, right? If you do not understand anything, please, okay, 1.350. What did you miss? You missed the financial freedom number, rule of 25. All right? That's the part that you missed. That's why you need to stick around. You will just start talking VOO, VOO, VOO. VOO, VOO. My friend VOO, that's your new name. My friend VOO. Yeah, so you just miss, just if you miss that annual expenses, right? What is your annual expenses? Exactly, it's Mr. VOO or Miss VOO. Annual expenses, calculate what your monthly expenses is, multiply it by 12 and times 25. That is your work optional number. That is your retirement number, okay? That is, I can call it FU number. That's what I call it, FU. So you can look at your boss in the face and that toxic job, you can just walk away, you know. So that's what it means. All right. Okay. Now let's go to number 3. The number 3. So remember, it's the action for the day. The action for the day. And you can already complete your action right here, right now. If you are following and you're taking down the notes, you're doing all of that right now. Yeah, you can, after this live, just go on the contact, on the post and comment done, okay? Comment done. All right? Thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live, inviting your friends over. Also, the last thing, right, for today, and remember, it's a 12 days challenge. If you're new here, click on that follow button. Click on that follow button. Please, if somebody's chatting you, that's not Dr. So if somebody might be chatting you, they might be, this is my only account, right? No other account. This is my only account. Always look at the, what's it, @ whatever, their name. So they can have my picture. Somebody can have my picture. They can, as a matter of that, they've been doing that. Have my picture, have the, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. But when you look at the @ name, you will see it's not Dr. Lina, it's another name, okay? That's not Dr. Lina, or they can tell you, oh, it's a backup account. This is my only account, right? The only other account I have is Lifestyle with Dr. Lina, and I do not talk about money right there. It's about lifestyle and enjoyment. So click on the follow button right now so you know this is the right Dr. Lina. How do you click on the follow button? Just click on that plus sign and you will get connected. This is the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires, people that aspire to become millionaires in dollars, and those that are already millionaires aspiring to become multi-millionaires. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning and information management system. But my background, my bachelor's is in, I'm an economist, I'm a chartered accountant, and I have my master's and my doctorate in strategy, business and information management system. I've been investing for close to 2 decades. So I've been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades. And even with that, I still did not gain financial freedom until I started doing what? Started investing. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio, and I invest like a Warren Buffett. Like, I invest using ETF. I don't buy individual stocks. I do basket of stocks. So on a 12 days money research challenge, 12 days 12 days financial freedom challenge. This is day 1. So today is your lucky day. If you are here and you've not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button, tap out the live, get your daily admin, share out the live, get your notes and paper here. Awesome. So welcoming everyone. Thank you so much for the repost. I do a mix of individual. Do what works for you, right? But we do ETFs here, okay? Right? Whatever individual stock that you want to do, make sure that you do your research, okay? And so that you don't end up like SpaceX. All right, now lastly, we talked about what is your why for financial freedom. And what is your why for financial? Why? The second thing is, what is your number, which is what we just talked about. Or BlackBerry, yes, laugh at me. Yeah, or like Dr. Lina that lost 99,000. Adults, the thing about it is that they're all laughing at me because yes, I laugh at people, but I also laugh at myself. $99,000. Yes, I lost $99,000 doing penny stock, day trading, and of course options trading. Exactly. So whenever you see that, I'm saying no, right? No. That's because I have been humbled in the stock market. And Dr. CK, and the people that are laughing at me, Tolu's mom, I get you, and Nunu, all of you laughing at me. If only you know that if I never went through that experience, you would not be here listening to me right now. Exactly. That's what we're talking about. Exactly. That pain and everything was you need to go through certain things in life to be able to be wise, right? But some people remain, they would like just go down the hill. Yeah, it taught her lesson, serious lesson. Yeah. So now that we know, Tolis will tell us your own loss. You will tell us your story. And Nunu, all of you that have laughed at me today, right? I'm laughing. I'm laughing at myself about space. All right. Perfect. Okay, we are done. We are done with the laughing scenario. All right. If you have lost money in the stock market, put it in the comments. I cannot be the only one. The other day, I saw somebody that said I lost $240,000. I lost 240. Who was the? Do I have somebody that beats that? And I saw somebody that paid 40,000 to learn real estate and ended up not being able to invest in real estate. But yeah, I never lost. Oh, that's good. Okay, story for another day. So it's not a Tolina, okay? And guys, that's it. We have our fun time. We have our serious time. Okay, we've done our fun. Only lost $600. So take go. Like seriously, we're talking about you lost $600. Is that 600K or 600? But I started investing. Like seriously. All right, now let's be back to class. The last thing, timeline. Okay, that's the last thing that we want to talk about. That's the challenge for today. Last thing, Mano, the repost. Thank you so much for the repost. If you're new here, welcome in. We have fun and we also learn. Ultimately, we spend 90% time learning, or 95% time learning, and 5% laughing. Right? Laughing at each other, how we lost money and made money. Timelines. That's the last thing. And guys, you remember that there's going to be one day that we would be laughing, and it's going to be a very, very joyous laugh because we will be saying, oh, $1 million. I just reached $1 million. Dr. Lina, remember when you were always laughing and you say 1 million? I was like, when am I going to get there? It's going to happen, okay? That's the next laughter that is coming. All right. Okay. That's exactly what we're talking about. LSCC took my money and never returned it after investment. Exactly. Yeah. Giddy, welcome. That's why we don't talk about ICE here, right? We don't talk about ICE. We don't do UIL, okay? We don't do MLM. We don't do individual stock, no options, no futures. We don't do all of that. No day trading because of stories like this, right? Get rich quick scheme. This is not. We are moderate risk investors. So if you're new here, we are actually moderate risk investors. We're not risk averse because we don't save, right? We don't save. We invest, okay? We invest. We are not speculators. We are not gamblers. We are, because some people are in the stock market gambling. We are actually investors. That's the difference, right? We invest like a Warren Buffett. We build long-term, we use long-term investing method, compound interest, long-term investing, medium and long-term investing, do ETF. Diversification is very key. Risk management is very key in whatever thing that we're doing right here. So, and of course, lastly, we build generational wealth while ensuring legacy protection. Those are things that we do. So whatever we're doing here is pretty solid. So if it looks like what you're looking for, make sure you click on that follow button and join us on this 12 days of financial freedom challenge. We are middle risk, yes, moderate risk investor, absolutely. All right, so the last thing is the timelines, okay? Timelines. Somebody put timelines in the comment section. Timelines, okay? Now we already know your why, you already know your number, you want to know what your timeline is. So this number that you got here, what is that timeline that you want to achieve it, right? The society tell us something. They tell us from age 20 to 65. That's what society told us, right? That is 45 years. Who does 45 years work for? 45 years works for you. Put it yes in the comment. If it doesn't work for you, say no. If you are 35 years is what society told us. Start working from age 25, 20, and work till 65, and only become retire at 65. Okay, no, exactly. That's the thing. So that's why you see that number that you have gotten here, that number, right? We need to figure it out to work it backwards to get the 10 years. So whenever I tell you that, stop saving, okay? So it's going to go get us back to where we started earlier. So 10 years. All right? 10 years. If you have 10 years, let me quickly show you something. So, and I'm going to use the rule of 7. In the next 10 years, I want to have my financial freedom. Yes, way to go. In this community, we say 10 years, right? You can actually do it in less than 10 years. I'm not saying quit your job after that 10 years, but you can look at your boss in the face and say, F you, right? You can, right? Is becoming a BI, right? A BH, right? You can tell it F you, right? And you just walk away. You can, you can have yourself have options. That's what it means, okay? You can have options, okay? That's what this old number is, this 10 years, whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you want to quit, yes, you can. You can be like, okay, you know what? Now I have passion for this, right? This is my passion, okay? So Luzman says 7 years. Yes, way to go. All right. Yeah, but then put that numbers, right? But remember, yours is your wish is 5 years. That's great. But remember the video, right? Remember the video. Executable, all right? So it is not, yes, we pray to God about it, but God is not going to come from heaven. We have to actually execute it. So I'll quickly talk about the rule of 72 again, okay? If you're saying 10 years, right? Let me teach you something, right? We have somebody, if you, all that you're doing, for those that are just joining, all that you're doing, we will just do quick 2 scenarios. 2 people, right? You can actually start putting $27 a day. That's $10,000, $10,000 a year. Times 10, that is $100,000. With these, you can, if you put it in an S&P 500, it's going to take you about 20 years after this $100 to get to 1.6 million. 15 years is going to be at 800K. And I'm going to show it to you. Yes, taking action. Right? 10 years. But guess what? Your goal is 10 years. So it simply means that if you were talking about $27 a day, $27 a day times 365, that is $10,000. So it simply means that you cannot do $27 a day if you want to do in 10 years, and you want to achieve this goal, and you want to put it in an S&P 500. You cannot. Reason why is that this all route is almost like 25 years to 30 years. Right? What are you going to do differently? 2 things. Oh, thank you so much, Tolismon, doing that. Thank you so much. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, click on the follow button. You're new, you've not clicked on the follow button. You've waited 2 minutes. Let's welcome you. Click on that plus sign. Let's welcome you in. Get your daily at me as well. If you haven't got to your daily at me, if you can fill up the gift gallery. Yeah, we've just been teaching all through today. We have not even been doing all of that. Let's do that. Share out the live. We'll soon be wrapping out the live. If you're new, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in here. Awesome. So look at this is not the rule of, this is the rule of 72. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Thank you so much. Let's all get our daily at me. If you'll be sitting here for 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. Let's welcome you in. How do you click on the follow button? Just click on that plus sign and you'll be welcome to the community. Awesome. We are on a 12 days financial freedom challenge, right? Every single day, it's going to take you a step. This is day one, a step closer to you getting financial freedom. So click on the follow button if you have not done that, so that we can, in 2 years. What is 2 years? I'm not sure what you mean by 2 years. Now, so the thing about it is, so see, let's say 10 years, for instance, let's say 10 years. So it simply means that if you, this goal and this goal cannot tally. So it simply means if you are just doing $27 a day, or you are trying to save $10,000 a year, then you cannot meet this goal. It means that you have to either work harder to increase your income, get another, not work harder, it might be another certification. Maybe you are in the wrong career, or you need to supplement your income, something, right? If all that you can do is $27 or 40, or you need to change this goal, because you cannot, even if you are praying, miracles will not happen. That's except you win a jackpot, or you know, whatever, right? Because there's already a gap here, right? Now you can now think about it that, okay, let me do $50. $50 80, or is that $54.80? So that's going to increase it, this one to, it's going to increase it to 20,000. So that means 20,000. It means that you can get to 100,000 in, you can get to 100,000 in 5 years, right? 100,000 in 5 years. So, and then it still puts you at about above that 10, about above the 20, because by the time you, and your goal might just be 800,000. If you put it in an S&P 500, your goal might just be 800,000, and you're fine, because under 15 years you're going to get there with 800,000. All right. So maybe you need to adjust what your living expenses is. And I thought I had something. So, like somebody that wants, you want $150,000 in retirement, you need to have about 3.7 million, 50,000, right? 100,000 in retirement, you need about you need about 2.5 million. 80,000 in retirement, you need about 2 million. 60,000, you need about 1.5 million. Break down the timeline strategy again. Right. The strategy is, so think about it. This is 10 years. So, okay, let me really, I wasn't going to go into this level of details, but let me explain it. The years, okay, is a function of two things or three things. It's a function of 10 years to retirement, all right? This is financial freedom. So let's say you want to start from today based on the goals that you have written. 10 years from today, if that's your goal, and everybody has different goals. I'm just saying within this community, our goal is about 10 years, right? Our goal is about 10 years to become financially free. That's what whenever we say millionaire, putting numbers behind it, it means that in 10 years, we are getting here. So how do we get there? One thing is, one of the major factors is how much are you saving? Not saving in real sense, saving in the bank account. It's about how much are you putting away. So monthly away from your, that you are putting away. How much are you putting away? Okay, that's the first step. That's number one. Number two is what sort of investment? Right? These two things will determine monthly contribution. Thank you so much. Exactly. Monthly contribution. Because I don't want it to be like when people see saving, they will say, okay, but you said don't save. Monthly contribution. How much are you putting? What is your monthly contribution towards this financial freedom? All right. So the first thing first, that you want to make sure that you, how do I put it? You pay yourself first. Even before you pay any bills, this monthly contribution must be taken care of first before any other thing. Just like, the way they deduct your tax, your health, whatever, this monthly contribution comes first before any other thing. All right. So if your number is 1.6 million, you need to know what this monthly contribution is. The second thing is where this monthly contribution, if you put it in savings account, you are not going to go anywhere, because savings accounts gives you, let's even say it gives you Let's say your contribution, let's just do hypothetical. Let's say your your annual contribution is, you put $500. Oh no, no, let's do 7,500. 7,500, that is how much goes into your retirement. That's about 7,500 every single year. That means you are doing 625. This 7,500 times 10, that means it's about 75,000, right? Times 10 in 10 years, that's about 75,000. But we'll just use it as year one, right? 75,000. If you put this 75,000, let's say you have it right now. If you put it in savings account, the rule of 72 at the interest of 1%, okay, if you put it in a bank, it's going to give you 72. It means that this 75,000, it's going to take you 72 years to double this 75,000. So it's not even an option. I invest in Fidelity for my retirement, on Acorn for my kids' education. That's great. That's great, okay? That's great. So saving is not even an option. Now, if you put it in investment here, let's do the same thing. 75,000. And you put it in an S&P 500, it doubles every 5 years, right? It doubles every 5 years based on what it did in the past 5 years, okay? That's 72 divided by 14.5. Okay, that's about 4 years. That's about 5 years, right? So it means that this is year one. Let's say this is year one. By year 5, it means that your 75,000 will be 150,000. By year 10, what is your 150,000 going to be? By year 10, guys, what is it going to be? Anybody? It doubles every 5 years. By year 10, what is it going to be? We're trying to calculate somebody maxing out his Roth IRA now. 150, 300,000. Thank you so much. And year 10, by year 15, what's it going to be? By year, or did we do, is that year 10? By year 15, what's it going to be? 600,000. Okay. And by year 20, what's it going to be? $1.2 million. So somebody had a 1.2 million requirement. Yeah, 1.2 million requirement. So it means that for you to be able to do it in 10 years, right? It means that you have to double your hustle, okay? So you cannot be doing 625 only. You have to do at least, you're thinking about at least 12,500 a year. So 625 times 2. That means you're going to be doing 1,250. That's what you need. All right? 1,250. That's what you need. So, and you can take, and let me show you another way that you can actually, you can use you can go here, use a compound interest calculator, put the numbers right there, put your number of years, calculate it right there. But that is for those who hadn't started yet. Exactly. So for those that are already started yet, put your number. What is your initial investment? How much do you have there? Okay? After you put your monthly contribution there. Remember, it's also a function of, so many things. Mr. A is different for how long do you want to have it? Put it there. This is the same thing as the rule of 72, right? But this is using the calculator approach. Put that number there and you do the calculator and you get your results right there. All right? Okay? So this is going to be able to tell you, okay, you see the way I'm adjusting it. I did the first one. I did not until we got to the number. So you would know, are you even on the right track right now? Are you on the right track? Defland, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. What's that website? It's the investor.gov. So it's investor.gov. That is the Security and Exchange Commission. Just go You can use any of the compound interest calculator, you get it. You'll get the same result. But this is Security and Exchange Commission. This is the US. Can you see US Security and Exchange Commission? Just go online and you find it, okay? For those that are new here, we are wrapping up with the live. We just completed day one. Exactly. We just completed day one of our challenge. Okay. Tomorrow is going to be focused on safety net, right? We'll be listening how we're going to calculate that, and you will see the video on the page, right? Understanding your safety net. And there's going to be a day for investing. There's going to be, but you need to understand this foundation. And most importantly, take your pen and paper, take your journal, and take all of these things so that later, after the 12 days, all you have to do is you're just executing. Now, I need 1,200 is what I need. I only need $500 to invest. I know that in 10 years, you will have clarity about where you're going, right? You would understand the gap. If you need to get another side also, you will know. If you need to reduce your lifestyle expenses, you will know by the time you're done with this exercise. I will tell you to take the pain to actually do this. Take the pain, right? These that you're getting for free, people take thousands of dollars, right? To actually be able to get this knowledge that you're getting for free. All right? Okay. Can we get it to 40,000 taps? And if you're new here, click on that follow button. If you're new here, you've not clicked on that follow button, let's welcome you properly. Click on the follow button. This is the $1 Million League. So good to have each and every one of us here. If you're new here, click on that follow button, okay? User, welcome in, right? Welcome in. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. 2 minutes, you should have been able to know this is what you are looking for or not. Stop saving, start investing. What do we invest in? Investing in real estate, investing in ETF. What's it ETF? Financial freedom, businesses, millionaire status. Those are the things that we teach right here. So if you're new here, click on that follow button. Try get your daily at me as well. Tap out the live. Thank you all for doing that. Any question? And remember to follow on the Instagram as well. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you guys something